Hey, my name is Dan from Amore Pizza Co, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through on exactly how you can make your own chili oil from scratch so you can take your pizzas to the next level. Hey, if you would like to see more content like this, everything about wood-fired pizzas, Italian pizza, how to stretch your own pizza, content like that, then go ahead and click the subscribe button down below and click the bell icon and you'll be notified when we upload a new video. Alright guys, here we are in the kitchen and I just want to walk you through exactly what you need to make your chili oil. So obviously we're going to need some dry chili. Now you can dry the chili out yourself like I have here, and I'll explain how I did that in a second. But you can also use chili flakes. So if you don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of drying out your chili, and I'm going to discuss a really quick method for you in a second, then you can simply just grab some chili flakes, some dry chili flakes from your local supermarket and use those, okay? But however, I like to use fresh ingredients as much as I can and support my local farmers with our business. So these are actually locally produced red chilies. So these are bullseye chilies, and the way I dried these out, there's two ways you can do it. You can do it the traditional way, and that is just tying these up to a string and tying them up in a dry room and letting them dry out naturally, and that will take about 3 weeks to get them this dry. Or you can do what I did, and all I did was I sliced these in half. So let me just, probably hard to zoom in there. But I sliced these chilies in half. As again, these are red bullseye chilies, so they're quite a small, very strong chili, very strong taste, very hot. So I cut them in half and then I laid them with the cut side down on a piece of greaseproof paper or baking paper, if you will. And then I put them in my oven, and I set the oven at a very low temperature and cooked them for about 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours, okay? So you can just keep an eye on it. Once you see them going wrinkly, you can turn the oven off. But the whole idea is you just want to dry them out. And we cut them in half because there's a lot of moisture inside the chili, and this will just speed up the process, or else it will take way too long to do. So that's how I did it. I did that last night. So these are only just dried out last night from my oven. But ready to go. All right, all I will need to do now is I will just remove the tops of these. So we don't want to cook the stalks, we'll get rid of the stalks, and we can mash these up a little bit, crunch them up a bit, and they'll be good to go. So use fresh chilies that are dried out, or chili flakes. Obviously you're going to need a saucepan because we're going to boil up some olive oil. You're going to need some high grade extra virgin olive oil. Very important. You're going to need some empty bottles to put your finished product in, and you're also going to need a funnel to pour the oil in once the oil has cooled down. So that's exactly what we need, guys. Now we're going to go head over to the stovetop and show you the process. Okay, so I've got about 5 cups of olive oil on the boil at the moment. Now while I'm waiting for the oil to start bubbling, what I did was I quickly ground it up, or crunched up if you will, my dry chilies here. So as you can see, I've just literally did it with my hand, and I didn't want to do it too fine. So you can actually grind these right down to powder if you like. But for this application, you want it nice and chunky. So there you have it. I also saved a couple of the chilies so I can place these inside the actual bottle for later. So we've got the chili here all grounded up, ready to go. And you don't want to put these in the oil when the oil is completely boiling. Once it starts to bubble and gets a little bit more bubbly, probably another minute, we'll add the chili to the oil. All right, so it's starting to bubble a little bit more now, but it's not at boiling point yet. So now we're going to add our chili flakes. Get it all in there. And there it goes. So as you can see, it's starting to boil up now. We don't want this to get out of control, so when it does start boiling to an excessive level, we'll just turn the heat down a little bit. It is on high heat right now. However, yeah, we want this boiling, and we want to keep an eye on our chili. So once it starts to brown quite considerably, then we want to turn it off, and then it's good to go. We'll let it cool down, we'll strain it, and then we'll pour that into our empty bottles. All right, so we're turned off the heat now. The chilies are probably boiling for about probably 10 to 15 minutes. Starting to kind of brown to black color. They're starting to turn brown to black color. So I just want to turn that off now, let it cool down. I'll strain all of the chili out and then we'll pour it into our bottles. So there you have it, guys. That's how you make chili oil from home, so you can take your pizzas or pasta to the next level. Now don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this, and I'll see you on the next video.